Alright guys, welcome back to yet another beta Minecraft video, and today, boom, we are going to be finishing up our multi-tiered farm here. Not that one, but the tree farm that we got going downstairs. However, I do believe I need to grab my birch saplings. Let's see. Yep, they're right here. Alright, that's all the bone meal I have for now. That should be alright. I don't think I'm gonna need all these trees, but I've got what I need, and spent a little time once again before I started this recording carving out a bit more, or carving out the second floor for birch trees. And whenever I run into spruce trees, I will be grabbing those saplings as well. But see, here we are. We've got the completed oak tree farm. For now, obviously, I'll probably expand this wall out a bit more whenever, whenever I think it'll be good. As of right now, I don't think I need that much wood, but that's nice. And then boom, yet another floor. And I do plan on a potential third. There's also a cave like this general direction. I hear a bunch of mobs and stuff. It'd be a cool video like clearing out a cave. There's probably like two. I feel like, or like either one big connected one along like somewhere. Like there's definitely one up there because I saw it, but there's also one like that way as well when I was carving out the staircase. So I'm hoping that maybe like a cool bonus video, like a weekend video, where I just clear out an entire cave, because I'm getting tired of hearing the mob noises actually while I'm down here. But yeah, as of right now, I will be looking to get these spruce trees planted. Let me just, I think this is good, right? This will be good. Then 1 2 3 boom. But I hope everybody is doing good today. I have been having a pretty okay day today. It's nothing new. I go to work, and then I come home and then I make a video. And that's kind of how my days have been going. But one of the main highlights of my days has just been getting to make these videos. Honestly, it's been amazing seeing like so many comments talk about how they really like the videos and how they like, oh, they're watching the video. Like someone commented earlier before I even started this recording that they're watching while they do schoolwork, and that's crazy to me. I never thought I'd be like the watching while someone does schoolwork, kind of. This too close to the wall again? Let me see. Oh no, we're good. Okay. But I never thought I'd be like that kind of creator, Like I never thought I'd be someone that people actually, well, I didn't think I'd be someone that people actually watch, for one. I was expecting that I'd get maybe 20 views per video, but it's kind of like pretty consistent. There's some consistent viewers that watch, and I see them in the comments all the time. And oh, okay, that worked. And I want to start rewarding some people for being in the comments by naming some buildings after some commenters, or having like fake NPCs. I don't know why some of these trees are taking so much to do. It's usually supposed to take one. Maybe it's trying to generate a tree that it just can't. Maybe these birch trees are a bit different in like how they generate, and there's probably just not enough room for them to grow, depending on what kind of tree it tries to make. So that's probably on me. But yeah, these are actually taller trees than the usual oak ones. And I don't have any more bone meal, but I'll just plant these and let them grow naturally. And that's the top floor here for birch. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool to honor some of the people commenting on these earlier, like on all these videos. Oh, see, there's the cave. That's somewhere. There's a cave somewhere nearby. But it'd be cool to reward people for being, just being frequent commenters, or just commenting on my videos currently, because it's just like, I don't know. I just want to show my appreciation to anyone that been enjoying and commenting and, you know, subscribing. I've gotten so many comments and subscriptions lately that I was not expecting when I brought this channel back originally. So I gotta show some love to the people out there that are showing me love. But yeah, honestly, I really hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope people come up with more build ideas, because I definitely want to have these builds, put names on builds, put comment, like, you know, your username on the build, stuff like that. That would be really cool. And one day I'd love to actually stream. Actually, what is that? Why is there a... Oh, you know what? I must have taken some water. Yeah, I did take some water from here. It's gonna bother me. But yeah, I just... These 3 squid just distracted me. I am easily distracted. Yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea, you know? Comment if you'd like to, you know, if you wouldn't want to be, you know, a name or on one of these buildings, or, you know, some, like, I'd love to, like, come up with, like, an NPC made out of, like, a pumpkin and some wool, you know what I mean? And put, like, a name tag on them and name it after somebody, you know? That's in the comments. I think that'd be really sick. But yeah, you know? I honestly did not anticipate this video being done so early, actually. I spent so much time, like, mining out that room down there. But one thing I actually wanted to talk about, since I'm here, I might as well just do something while I yap a bit. I'm gonna just do some strip mining, I guess. That'd be pretty chill. But I was thinking about, like, my favorite childhood movies the other day, or not even the other day, earlier today, and I was like, yo, there's some movies that I used to watch over and over back then. Like Mike, I had Like Mike on DVD. That's an awesome, one of my favorite basketball movies ever. Let's start a new branch, why not? Yeah, Like Mike is one of my favorite basketball movies of all time. I don't know if it's the greatest, but I don't even have the utensils for this right now. Oh, I don't have any sticks either. Oh, you know what? Yeah. But yeah, it's one of my favorite basketball movies. It might be the best basketball movie ever. No, that's Love and Basketball. But yeah, I did mention previously that I really used to enjoy, or I played basketball growing up, you know, middle school and in high school. And it's definitely my favorite sport of all time. And I grew up playing it in middle school and high school, and I was actually not a sports guy for the longest time. Like, when I was younger, I thought sports were lame. I was like, I grew up on, like, YouTube, actually. I feel like I was one of the early original YouTube kids. Like, I used to watch back in, like, 2007 or so. You know, like, my favorite YouTubers growing up were, like, Fred and Annoying Orange. Like, I was pretty early on to the YouTube stuff. Smosh, obviously. And so sports was not, like, a thing I really cared about until I got... What is that? Oh, that must be... Yeah, okay, I forgot. There's another brand. Oh, that actually genuinely scared me. I'm like, yo, why is there cobblestone here? Okay, never mind. We're good. There must have been, like, some ore there or something. But yeah. I was an early, you know, like, well, I'm trying to think of other early YouTube stuff that, like, people would remember. Like, I don't know, the Dramatic Chipmunk video was pretty big. Cute Things Exploding, that was, Potter Puppet Pals, I think it was. I never even liked Harry Potter, never watched it, but my friends were like, yo, you gotta check out Potter Puppet Pals. Like, they'd either tell me to check that out or whatever was on Newgrounds at the time. So, like, yeah, I was a pretty nerdy kid. I really didn't care about sports until I hit middle school. And it's funny because the way I got into sports was through video games anyway. It was like, oh yeah, I tried out NBA 2K12 or 2K11. One of those was, like, you know, the one where I was like, yo, I think my stepdad had NBA 2K11 for the PS2, and I was like, yo, this is actually kind of fun. And I was playing through, like, Michael Jordan's career. I'm like, yo, Michael Jordan had a pretty sick career. What is this? So then I got NBA 2K12 for the Xbox 360, and that's how I got into sports. So even through gaming, I got into sports. And then I got into it kind of late. I'm not like particularly tall either, you know. I ended up only topping out at 5'8", unfortunately. But I was actually sneakily athletic. I have a pretty good vertical leap, so it really worked out for me. I wasn't great, but I wasn't terrible. So, you know, I am a Knicks fan. So if there's anyone in the comments that likes basketball, you like the New York Knicks, if you like baseball, because baseball season's coming up, and you like the New York Mets, I am at the risk of when talking about sports, I find myself realizing that I am now at risk of losing fans by letting them know that I like the New York Knicks and I like the New York Mets. Any Yankees fans out there, I will not apologize. I will not apologize for who I am. And I hope you still enjoy the videos, because I think I do a pretty good job for a Mets fan. But, you know, that's kind of what I want to talk about. And then my favorite movies, like, getting back to my favorite movies, because I kind of got into a bit of a rant about a tangent about basketball, because Like Mike is one of my favorite movies. Of course, Space Jam as well when I was a kid. I watched Toy Story over and over. I think it has to be my favorite movie of all time, just for the simple fact that I've watched it so many times. And I can still recite it word for word, because I had the VHS tape and I'd rewind it over and over and over. Every weekend I went to my grandmother's house, and yeah, I don't know. Toy Story is one of those ones. I recently rewatched it again in theaters, because I never got to watch it in theaters. It came out in, what, 95? Or something like that, and I was born in 2000, so I never got to see it in theaters. I only got to see it after the fact. So seeing it in theaters when they re-released the first movie in theaters was pretty dope. I will say Toy Story 2 might be a bit better. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. I really don't know people's thoughts on these on movies and stuff that much, but I will say for me personally, well, I do know people's thoughts. Like, I like to see how, like, I like to watch movie reviews, but like Toy Story is not, like, I don't really watch reviews of kids movies. Like, if it's a kids movie that I liked growing up, it's like, it's a kids movie, I like it. Like, I know that people didn't like Shark Tale, you know, or like Cat in the Hat, which, like, starring Mike Myers, but like, they're kids movies. I liked them as a kid, so I still like them now. You know what I mean? There aren't very many movies where I'm like, ooh, I don't like that anymore, you know? SpongeBob movie, first SpongeBob movie is awesome. There's genuinely, these are like all childhood movies. I don't know what I would say is my favorite movie now as an adult. Do I have one? I have a lot of movies that I really like, enjoy. Old Boy was one of those, like, one of the first movies I watched where I was like, yo, that might be the first movie I watched and I was like, yo, this movie is kind of cinema. Like, this is a messed up movie, but like, it's just art. I don't know how to, it was the first movie I thought of as like actual art, you know, and I watched that when I was a teen. Ooh, I watched that when I was like in high school. Oh, this is another, I discovered this, maybe this branch here is not far enough away. I'm probably running into a lot of the same stuff I would have seen. I'm sure it's fine. That scared me, actually. Hearing that sound and then, oh, what is this, actually? This is insane. But yeah, I don't know. Old Boy is a great movie to me. I really don't know what else. Like, I'm sure I could come up with the answer, but like, I'm truly blanking. I recently watched The Italian Job for the first time. Not the original, but you know, like the one from what, 04, I think it was. I watched that like a few months back and I thought that was really good too. So The Italian Job is really good. I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's like one of my favorite movies, but it's definitely a really good movie. Yeah, I'm actually curious, you know, I like to bring up these topics because it can prompt people to hear something that I say and be like, oh, I remember that, or like, oh, this guy's spitting. Or like, you know, say that I'm wrong and then, you know, tell me that, I just like hearing from people in the comments, you know what I mean? Like, if there is one thing, like, you don't have to like my videos, you don't have to subscribe to me, but leaving a comment is probably like the one thing that I enjoy the most. Is like, oh, people actually watch my videos, they get something out of it, and they have like thoughts that they can share, you know, like that. I get more I get more adrenaline from like reading comments than I do like looking at like raw view numbers or analytics that I don't really know what to do with because I'm not like a YouTube guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like a YouTuber's YouTuber. Back when I actually wanted to make YouTube videos when I was a kid, views were all that mattered. Now it's like you gotta have watch time and stuff like that, and I was definitely here already. Yeah, you know, I really gotta do better. I gotta do better about these mines. Yeah, actually, oh. I don't even have water. Well, I'm just gonna go over this. About now. Oops. Yeah, I'm sure that's good. I'm sure that's fine. But yeah. That was kind of my little tangent on movies and YouTube analytics and whatever I came up with there. I don't know. I'm up to nothing. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that's good enough. I kind of just didn't want this video to be like 5 minutes long, you know what I mean? So I kind of added on a little extra yap session. You know, create some conversation in the comments is always a fun thing. And, you know, I found a little iron, I found a little gold, but the main important thing was to just talk a little, kill some time, you know? But yeah, that's all. The main things to take away from this are, tell me what your favorite childhood movies were growing up in the comments. Tell me what your favorite movies are now that you're an adult. And you know, compare and contrast. And also let me know what you would like me to build as well. I'm constantly taking build suggestions, ideas, like if you want like me to do a challenge, like I'm pretty open to anything, honestly. I just enjoy having people enjoy what I do. But much like the sun has set on this here world, I must set the sun on this here video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.